sneak up on some here. It's early. It's early in the morning. As you can see, it's just flat calm. Sun's out, you know, but crystal clear water. I've tried a couple spots already this morning. I've seen a few bass just kind of roaming around, and they're not interested. So I don't know if they're spooked, because they can see the boat. I'm trying to get as far away from the boat with my cast as I can, you know, and I haven't got my sonar on, so they're not pinging anywhere. Shouldn't be making any noise. First thing in the morning, I mean, you'd think they'd be ready to eat, but so we're going to see if we can sneak up on a couple of guys here, and I got a funny feeling that later on, we get around 9 o'clock-ish, I think they're going to kick in, but we'll see.
Lay down, come to me, don't fade away, and I breathe you into me to complete the day. The sun is shining in your eyes, I'm telling you, and we won't say our goodbyes. Waves pushing to the shore, a summer breeze that always brings me home.
Monstrous. Oh gosh.
The nights without you, I won't feel the same. A walk beside you, I can feel the change. The sun is shining in your eyes, I'm telling you, and we won't say our goodbyes. Waves pushing to the shore, a summer breeze that always brings me home. The sun is shining in your eyes, and we won't say our goodbyes. Waves pushing to the shore, a summer breeze that always brings me home.
Well, we came up. We came up. Shit. Jesus. Come on. Nice, huh? There he goes again. Cruiser. Holy mackerel. He is not excited about coming in here. Good eater.
I could watch her sleep for days and hold her hand 100 different ways. My own words don't seem to
Nice one.
tell
Real nice one.
how I love
He's nice. He's very nice. Very nice. Very nice. 3-pounder. Smallmouth are the best. Before I leave the house, you know, I mean, I'm going to know what kind of lake I'm fishing, whether it's clear water, good clean water. I'm going to need to know roughly what the temperature is. If I got clear, cold water, and I'm in the springtime, well, clear, cold water, period, I'm going to want a jerkbait, you know. Something else to keep in mind. Clear water, you're going to want your jerkbait to match the hatch somewhat. All right, I'm not going to be able to use an orange and purple jerkbait on a crystal clear water day. I'm going to want something that looks fairly realistic, right? We got our bait around this perch. This is what I'm using. So I'm going to do all this at home. I'm going to have an idea of what's going on. You don't want to get out here on the water, get into your money spot unprepared, and now we're changing lures. Oh, my line's all messed up. No, you don't want to. You want to do all that at home. You know, if I'm on dirty water, I'm coming into dirty water. I'm going to want a spinner bait. I'm going to want a vibrating jig or something. Oh boy, they're around. They're around. I just had one come right at me. You know, when I'm talking about our rig, I'm talking basically about our fish pole and how we've got our bait set up. You know, there's something else I can do at home. I want to make sure that's all on point. I'm using the spinning reel. That's something that I'm comfortable with. And I've got a 6 foot. And I've got a 6'6". The longer pole, I'm going to use, you know, my big crankbaits on, my deep diving jerk baits and stuff like that. Something that's going to take a little bit more horsepower. This smaller one here, shallower, cranks and jerk baits. I'll also use Sinkos and stuff on this. Okay, I know that I'm going to be bass fishing, and I'm not on the MLF Pro Tour, so I don't need to crank fish in just as fast as I possibly can. You know, and especially here in the North Country, northern New York, you can't just rip them into the boat. You've got to finesse them in. You've got to take your time with it. And we have real clear water here too. So 25-pound test or 50 or 100-pound braid, stuff like that. Just going to make it a little tougher. You know, I've got 10-pound fluorocarbon on here. You know, so that it's pretty much invisible in the water. And I'm coming out fishing for the day. You know, I'm going to have a general idea of where I'm going to be. I know where I'm going to be launching the boat. Okay, so there's certain things that I can do at home before I come out fishing. One of them is going to be I can take a quick look at my navionics. I've got that on my computer. I got it on my phone, and I got it on my my Lowrance, okay? But I can do that at home. I can do those fine-tuning things, and I'm looking for depth changes, okay? I'm looking for drop-offs. I'm looking for a shoal, an area where it's 30 feet of water, and then, you know, then there's a spot where it comes up to 10 feet of water. That's something that I'm going to hit, okay? So I'm going to take note of those things. I'm also going to get on Google Earth, okay? And I'm going to take that general area where I'm going to be fishing, and I'm going to bring it up on my computer at home first, where the screen is much larger and clearer, and really fine-tune that. And I'm looking for boulders. I'm looking for a pile of rocks. I'm looking for an isolated, monstrous rock out in the middle of nowhere. Now I can go to my phone. Now I'm going to have Google Earth or some sort of satellite image on my phone. Now I can go to that general area and zoom in and try to find that little dot. I mean, it's hard to find these things on your phone. I've got one of those big iPhones, you know, and it's still, the screen isn't big enough for me to see these things when I'm out on a day like today where it's really sunny, okay, and the glare on the screen, I just can't pick those things out. Fish are always going to be drawn to some sort of structure, okay, whether it's a boat dock, whether it's a downed tree or a log, a rock pile that's above the water, a rock pile that's below the water. I'm looking for boat docks, anything like that, any form of structure. The fish are going to be drawn to that. So that's something that I'm going to fish. Okay, and I probably, oh, I just had a monster something. That almost looked like a pipe. I'm also probably not going to go out into the middle of an area, okay? Let's say that I've done my work at home. I'm not really seeing anything. I'm going to want to stay somewhat close to shore, okay? I'm going to want to be, you know, probably in 10 feet of water or less, you know, and I'm going to want to be 20, 30 yards from the shoreline. I'm not going to want to get very far away from that shoreline, okay, because there's going to be weed lines in there. That's another thing I'm looking for. If I see a weed line or weeds, I'm going to want to fish over them. The fish will bury themselves in the weeds and try to ambush, okay? But it's those transitions where it's going, whether it's a depth change or it's going from sand to rock or rock to sand, or like I said, you know, there's a weed line there, a major drop off. All that's going to be happening close to shore. So that's where I'm going to start.